My beloved child, listen with a heart that is ready to receive hope, because this moment is not an accident. You did not arrive here by chance. There is a reason these words have found you today. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear may connect many moments that once seemed confusing, and by the end of this message, you may see your journey from a completely new perspective. There has been a quiet movement taking place beyond what your eyes could recognize. While you believed nothing was changing, unseen doors were slowly beginning to open. Every delay, every unanswered question, every silent season has been preparing the ground for something meaningful. You may have wondered why certain conversations never happened, why certain opportunities appeared and disappeared, or why your heart continued to feel that something important was still ahead. That feeling was not empty. It was a reminder that your story was still unfolding. There is someone whose thoughts have been changing in ways they never expected. They have been looking back at moments they once ignored. They have been remembering conversations they believed were ordinary. They have been recognizing qualities in you that they failed to appreciate before. The change did not happen overnight. It grew quietly, little by little, until it became impossible for them to ignore. What they once dismissed has now become impossible to forget. They have reached a point where silence no longer feels comfortable. They have begun asking themselves questions they avoided for a very long time. Why did your presence remain in their heart? Why did your memory refuse to fade? Why does every new path somehow remind them of you? These questions have become louder with every passing day. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This message is not about fear. It is about hope. It is about recognizing that timing often works differently than human expectations. Sometimes answers arrive after patience has shaped the heart. Sometimes understanding comes only after life has removed every distraction. What once appeared impossible begins to feel completely natural because every step has prepared both hearts in ways they could never have imagined. The greatest transformations often begin quietly. They begin with one decision. They begin with one realization. They begin with one moment when everything finally becomes clear. Imagine standing before a sunrise after a long night. The darkness never truly disappeared all at once. It slowly gave way to light until suddenly everything looked different. That is how many life-changing moments begin. They do not announce themselves with noise. They begin with peace. They begin with clarity. They begin with courage. The person connected to your journey has been experiencing something similar. Small realizations have become powerful truths. Small memories have become meaningful reminders. Small feelings have become impossible to ignore. What once seemed uncertain is becoming increasingly clear within their heart. Perhaps you have noticed unusual moments lately. A sudden memory. A peaceful feeling that arrived without explanation. A sense that your future is quietly shifting even though nothing around you appears different. Those moments should not always be ignored. Sometimes they encourage you to remain hopeful while life continues working behind the scenes. Every season teaches something valuable. Every delay strengthens wisdom. Every challenge develops patience. None of it has been meaningless. There is another reason you needed to hear this today. Many people lose hope just before a new chapter begins. They become tired of waiting. They stop believing that anything can change. They convince themselves that tomorrow will simply repeat yesterday. But what if tomorrow carries something completely unexpected? What if the very thing you stopped expecting has already begun moving toward you? What if the answer has been developing quietly while you focused only on what was visible? Sometimes the greatest surprise is discovering that progress has been happening all along. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your journey has never been defined only by what you can see. Faith often grows strongest during seasons when visible evidence is limited. Hope becomes powerful when it chooses to remain alive despite uncertainty. Confidence becomes stronger after it survives disappointment. These qualities prepare a person for blessings that require maturity as much as desire. Every lesson has been building the person you are becoming today. The story connected to your future is not based on perfection. It is built upon growth. Hearts learn. People change. Understanding increases. Wisdom replaces confusion. What seemed impossible yesterday becomes possible tomorrow because both circumstances and people continue to develop. Never underestimate the power of quiet transformation. It often creates the strongest foundations. The person whose thoughts continue returning to you has reached a place where old assumptions no longer satisfy them. They want truth instead of confusion. They want sincerity instead of uncertainty. They want peace instead of endless questions. You may still wonder why everything has taken so long. The answer is not always simple. Some journeys require preparation on both sides. Some lessons cannot be rushed. Some doors open only after character becomes strong enough to walk through them wisely. Patience is rarely comfortable, but it often protects what matters most. Looking back one day, you may discover that every delay carried a purpose you could not recognize while living through it. As these words continue, remember this carefully. Do not measure your future only by your present circumstances. Life has a remarkable way of changing direction when least expected. One conversation can restore hope. One realization can change an entire perspective. One decision can begin a completely new chapter. The future has always been capable of surprising those who refuse to surrender hope. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part of this journey will reveal why the hidden decision became so important, what quietly influenced that change, and how unexpected signs began pointing toward a completely different future than anyone anticipated. The pieces are beginning to move together, and what once appeared disconnected may soon make perfect sense. A quiet moment has arrived, and this is where the hidden story begins to reveal itself. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is not about coincidence but about a journey that has been unfolding one unseen step at a time. There was a moment when your soulmate stood at a crossroads within their own heart. No one around them noticed it. No one heard the silent questions they carried. Yet deep inside, they reached a decision that changed the direction of their future. It was not a loud announcement. It was a quiet promise made within their own spirit, and strangely, every part of that promise pointed back to you. For a long time they believed they could simply move forward without looking back. They tried to convince themselves that certain memories belonged in the past. They filled their days with responsibilities, distractions, and new routines. Yet every time they thought the memories had disappeared, something gentle reminded them of you. It could have been a familiar place, a meaningful conversation, or a peaceful evening when everything became still. In those quiet moments, they realized that your presence had never truly left their heart. That realization became stronger every day until it could no longer be ignored. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is where everything begins to change. The decision they made was not based on fear or pressure. It came from clarity. They finally understood that some connections continue to grow stronger with time instead of fading away. They stopped asking how they could forget and started asking why your memory remained so meaningful. The answer surprised even them. They recognized qualities in you that they had overlooked before. They remembered your kindness, your patience, your strength during difficult moments, and the peace your presence once brought into their life. Those memories became impossible to replace. At the very same time, your own journey was shaping you for what comes next. Every challenge taught you resilience. Every unanswered question strengthened your patience. Every delay prepared your heart to recognize genuine blessings instead of temporary excitement. Looking back, you may one day discover that nothing was wasted. Even the seasons that felt quiet were quietly building the future you could not yet see. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another layer to this story that few people ever consider. Sometimes a person must first understand themselves before they can truly appreciate someone else. Your soulmate has been experiencing exactly that. They have been reflecting on past choices, learning from previous mistakes, and seeing life through a completely different perspective. As their understanding has grown, so has their appreciation for the connection they share with you. What once seemed ordinary now feels extraordinary. What once appeared distant now feels closer than ever before. Imagine standing before a locked door for a long time, believing it would never open. Then one day you realize the key has quietly been placed into your hands. The door did not suddenly appear. It was always there. What changed was your ability to unlock it. In the same way, the hidden decision your soulmate made has become the key to a new chapter. It represents hope replacing uncertainty, peace replacing confusion, and confidence replacing hesitation. The journey is no longer moving in circles. It is moving toward purpose. There were conversations they never had, words they never spoke, and emotions they never fully expressed. Those unfinished moments stayed with them. Instead of disappearing, they continued to grow in significance. Every passing day reminded them that silence cannot replace sincerity forever. Eventually, every honest heart reaches a point where truth becomes more valuable than hesitation. That is exactly where they are now. They no longer wish to leave important things unsaid. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may have noticed a growing sense of peace lately, even during uncertain moments. That feeling is encouraging you not to lose hope. Sometimes the greatest changes begin quietly before they become visible. A seed grows beneath the surface long before anyone sees the first sign of life. In the same way, important moments are often developing before they become obvious. Never assume that nothing is happening simply because you cannot yet see the full picture. Your soulmate's hidden decision is becoming stronger every day. What began as a single thought has become a firm conviction. They are beginning to understand that genuine connections deserve courage, honesty, and patience. They are no longer measuring life by temporary emotions. Instead, they are looking toward a future built on understanding and trust. That change is significant because lasting decisions are rarely made in moments of excitement alone. They are built through reflection, wisdom, and sincere intention. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this story continues, another surprising piece will soon come into focus. The signs surrounding this journey are becoming clearer than ever before, and what seemed like ordinary moments will begin revealing a remarkable pattern. The next chapter will uncover why this secret decision could not remain hidden forever, how unexpected events started confirming it, and why the future now holds possibilities that neither of you could have imagined only a short time ago. Everything is beginning to connect now, and this may be the moment you have been waiting for without even realizing it. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your path has led you here today. The pieces that once looked scattered are quietly moving into place, and what seemed like unanswered questions are beginning to form a meaningful picture. The hidden decision your soulmate made did not remain only in their thoughts. It started changing the way they see every part of their future. Every morning brought a new realization. Every quiet evening reminded them that some connections are simply too meaningful to ignore. They stopped asking whether your presence mattered and started asking how they could honor the truth they had finally accepted. For a long time, they believed time would erase every feeling. Instead, time revealed what was truly valuable. The distance they expected to create only strengthened their understanding. The silence they thought would bring closure instead brought clarity. Every attempt to move forward without looking back only reminded them that your influence had quietly become part of their story. This realization did not arrive through excitement alone. It came through reflection, wisdom, and honest self-examination. They recognized that genuine peace cannot grow from pretending important connections never existed. Real peace comes from embracing truth with courage. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. While these changes were taking place in their heart, your own journey continued shaping you in remarkable ways. You became stronger than you realized. You learned to remain hopeful even when answers were delayed. You discovered that patience is not weakness but quiet strength. Every challenge refined your character. Every obstacle increased your wisdom. Looking back, you may one day realize that every difficult season was preparing you for a future that required a deeper level of understanding than you possessed before. Now imagine a bridge being built from opposite sides of a river. At first, neither side can see the full progress. Each worker believes they are building alone. Yet with every passing day, the distance becomes smaller until one unforgettable moment arrives when both sides finally meet. That is what has been happening in this story. You have been growing on one side. Your soulmate has been growing on the other. Neither journey was wasted. Every lesson moved both of you closer to a meeting point that could only happen after the necessary preparation was complete. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The secret decision has now become more than an idea. It has become direction. Your soulmate has begun viewing tomorrow differently than yesterday. They are no longer making plans based only on convenience. They are beginning to ask deeper questions. What kind of future brings lasting peace? What kind of relationship reflects honesty, kindness, and trust? Why does every sincere answer continue leading back to the same person? Those questions have become impossible for them to ignore. Instead of running from the answers, they have begun accepting them with confidence. There is another remarkable detail that has quietly unfolded. The people around them may not fully understand what is changing, but they can sense it. They notice a calmer attitude, a brighter outlook, and a growing certainty that was not there before. Sometimes the greatest transformations are first seen through peaceful actions rather than spoken words. A heart that has found clarity naturally begins reflecting that clarity in daily life. Every thoughtful choice, every patient response, and every hopeful expectation becomes evidence that something meaningful has shifted within. At the same time, you may have experienced unexpected moments that encouraged your spirit. Perhaps hope returned after a season of uncertainty. Perhaps you felt an unusual sense of peace without knowing why. Perhaps certain memories appeared with surprising clarity. These moments are reminders not to lose confidence in the journey ahead. Even when nothing dramatic seems to happen, important progress may still be taking place beneath the surface. Growth often remains invisible until the day it becomes impossible to miss. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason this message keeps urging you to remain until the end. The story is reaching a turning point. The hidden decision has already been made, but its influence is only beginning to unfold. What started as one quiet realization has now become a series of meaningful choices. Every step is bringing greater confidence, deeper understanding, and stronger purpose. The future no longer appears uncertain to the heart that has embraced truth. Think about the sunrise once more. Before daylight fills the sky, there is a brief moment when everything remains quiet. It almost seems as though nothing is changing. Yet within minutes, the entire horizon is transformed. That is the season this journey resembles. The quiet preparation is giving way to visible progress. The waiting is slowly making room for movement. The uncertainty is gradually being replaced with hope. Every new day carries possibilities that did not exist before because every new day brings both hearts closer to the future they have been preparing for. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal why unexpected confirmations are beginning to appear, how ordinary moments will suddenly carry extraordinary meaning, and why the secret decision is preparing to shape a future filled with renewed hope, lasting peace, and remarkable new beginnings. The most surprising part of this journey has not been revealed yet, and what comes next may change the way you understand every step that has led to this moment. A remarkable turning point has finally arrived, and this is where the hidden story reaches its most meaningful moment. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every step in this journey has been leading here. Every quiet season, every unanswered question, every unexpected delay has been preparing both hearts for a chapter that could only begin after wisdom had replaced uncertainty. What once appeared to be silence was never empty. It was preparation. What once felt like waiting was actually progress taking place beyond what anyone could see. Your soulmate's secret decision has now become part of the direction they intend to follow. It is no longer a passing thought or a temporary feeling. It has become a steady conviction built through reflection, patience, and sincere understanding. They have reached the point where looking back no longer brings confusion. Instead, it brings gratitude for everything they have learned. Every lesson has shown them the value of honesty. Every challenge has reminded them that genuine connections are worth protecting. Every quiet moment has strengthened their certainty that some people leave an imprint on the heart that time cannot erase. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine standing on a mountain after a long climb. During the journey, every step felt difficult. There were moments when the destination seemed impossible to reach. Yet the higher you climbed, the wider your view became. Suddenly you could see paths that were hidden before. You could understand why every turn was necessary. That is exactly what is happening now. Your soulmate has reached a higher perspective. They no longer see the journey through uncertainty alone. They now see it through